I remember the day it all began, as if it happened just yesterday. Our village, Umogo, was a peaceful and vibrant place, surrounded by lush farmlands and thick forests that seemed to hum with the whispers of our ancestors. The air was always filled with the scent of roasting yams, the rhythmic pounding of fufu, and the distant laughter of children playing under the ancient Iroko tree at the village square. Kem was the pride of her family. She was a girl of 16, graceful and intelligent, with eyes that held the light of morning and a smile that could melt even the coldest heart. But above all, she was obedient, a quality our elders said made a girl truly beautiful. Her parents, Mazi Okeke and Mama Uju, were simple farmers, known for their honesty and hard work. One evening, as the sun cast long shadows over the red earth, a stranger arrived in the village. His name was Obiora, a wealthy trader from a distant land. He was dressed in fine garments, his skin glowing like polished ebony, and on his feet were sandals made of leather, so fine that they barely made a sound when he walked. But what caught everyone's attention the most was the golden anklet he gave Ankem when he first set eyes on her. A gift for the most beautiful flower of Omugo, he said, his voice smooth like palm wine. May it shine as brightly as your future. At first, Nkem hesitated. She was taught never to take gifts from strangers. But Obiora had a way with words. He told tales of cities beyond the hills where women wore silk and gold, where the rivers sparkled like diamonds, and where a girl like her would be treated like a queen. Her friends, Ada and Ifeoma, giggled behind their wrappers, nudging her to accept the gift. Nkem, do you know how many girls in this village would dream of such luck? Ifeoma whispered. You are blessed. And so she accepted the anklet, its weight cool and heavy against her skin. It was the beginning of a journey she never expected. Days passed, and Obiora's visits became more frequent. He would bring gifts, beads, wrappers, bottles of sweet smelling oils. Nkem's mother warned her, a man who gives freely always wants something in return. But Nkem dismissed her mother's words. Obiora is different, Mama, she insisted. He says he sees a bright future for me. Soon whispers began to spread through the village. Some said Obiora was using charms. Others said he was simply a rich man enjoying his wealth. But the elders watched with wary eyes. One afternoon, while Nkem was grinding pepper outside their hut, her younger brother, Chidi, ran up to her, panting, Nkem, Baba Agu wants to see you. Baba Agu was the oldest man in Umugo, a keeper of traditions and the one people sought for wisdom. Nkem wiped her hands on her wrapper and hurried to his compound. The old man sat on a wooden stool, a pipe dangling from his lips. Nkem, my child, do you know the story of the golden anklet? He asked. Nkem shook her head. Many seasons ago, a girl from our village received such a gift from a man like Obiora, Baba Agu began. She too was promised a great future. But once she left with him, no one ever saw her again. They say she was taken to a land where her voice was never heard, where her tears fell into silence. A chill ran down Nkem's spine. She thanked the elder and hurried home, her heart heavy with doubt. That night, Obiora came with a proposal. Nkem, I want you to come with me, he said. We will leave before the sun rises. I will take you to a place where you will never know hunger or suffering. For the first time, Nkem saw something dark in his eyes, something that made her step back. But what of my family? My home? She asked. They will understand, Obiora said. Do you want to spend your life in a village pounding yam when you could wear silk and gold? Nkem hesitated. But then she remembered Baba Agu's words. She looked down at the golden anklet, and for the first time, it felt like a shackle. I cannot go with you, she said firmly. Obiора's smile faded. Think carefully, Nkem. Opportunities like this do not come twice. Neither does family, she whispered. The next morning, Obiora was gone, leaving behind only dust and silence. The villagers gathered, relieved yet shaken. Nkem removed the golden anklet and threw it into the river, watching as it sank beneath the water. From that day forward, she dedicated herself to learning the ways of her ancestors, helping young girls see the value of their roots. Years later, she became a respected woman in Umogo, known for her wisdom and the girl who refused to trade her soul for gold. And so, the story of Nkem became a lesson passed down through generations, a warning and a guide for those who might one day be offered a golden anklet of their own.